Hello, hello, hello. It's Alesha, the Joy Guru. I am just leaving my nonprofit founder. She had a photo shoot for an upcoming award that she's receiving. Exciting, because I always love how, sometimes we live in a universe where people just make up awards for a reason, or they always will elect someone that's part of their crew or whatever. But I love when someone like her that's been doing awesome nonprofit work for like 27 years actually receives the recognition that she's due. So that was encouragement. You can need to continue to do good work. And in that message of good work, that's why I want to bring you some motivation, some encouragement today. So whenever you're watching this video, feel free to share it, like it, add your comments, because I guarantee you it's an issue that you need to hear and be encouraged by, and so does someone else. Just know in this season, and in any season actually, if you're doing a good work, there are some things that's going to come with that. I often hear a lot of women entrepreneurs say things like, that's why I don't work with women, or work with this one. I just can't trust women, or I just can't trust this one. And sometimes we're getting so caught up in things because we're mad, because we feel like, people are attacking us, or people are, giving us a bad rapport, and we're worried about the experiences we had where someone has trashed our name, or they trashed our business, or they trashed our brand. And I'm here to just tell you on this beautiful sunny day that comes with the territory. Whenever you're doing a good thing, there are people, for whatever reason. Sometimes we say, well, the devil's working through them. Maybe the devil is working through them, or maybe that's just them. There's 1,000 reasons why people will come after you. There's 1,000 reasons why people will lie on you, cheat, steal, whatever. And none of them are that important. None of them are that important, because, everybody has a plan and purpose for their life. And one thing I believe in is that, it says, let your life speak for you. Let your good work speak for you. So what I want you to know on this day, if you're a person going through that, if you're a person still in pain because of that, just know that whatever your hands are set out to do, whatever God has blessed you to do, whatever your purpose to do, don't get easily perturbed, distracted, disrupted, upset because someone's speaking ill against you, or someone's trying to besmirch your reputation, or someone's lying on you. It just comes with the territory. It's just part of those things, and you have to deal with it and move on. And again, there are people, it doesn't matter how wonderful you are, it doesn't matter how great a thing you are, it doesn't matter how much you love people, you help people, you work tirelessly in the efforts to doing good work for other people. Just know there are some people, there are many people that are rubbing your back and clapping in your face and being a friend to your face, but behind your back they're doing this, they're saying this, they're doing this. And let me tell you what will happen. God has a way of revealing those things to you with time. Now, are there some people that are going to listen to them? Sure, because everybody doesn't know you, and you have people that have that suspicious mind. They've been hurt before. So when certain things are not lining up, you have people who are those puppeteers that are sitting here contriving things against you, lying against you, and besmirching your reputation. But here's what I know. Your good works will always speak for you. God has a way of bringing things to light. And when those things come to light, it doesn't matter how long that puppeteer's been pulling strings. It doesn't matter how many people or what ways they've been doing things to contrive and connive against you. Because some people are really cunning and crafty. And sometimes the problem we have is that we judge people based on our spirits, based on our hearts. That's not something we would do. So we don't think that way. We're not designed to think that way because that's not our thought process. That's okay. It is theirs. But I want you to know that if you're doing a good work, continue to do that. Don't believe the whole world is out to get you. Don't believe that everybody is out to get you. And don't be so easily perturbed when you hear these reports come back. Well, oh my God, how many people has this person done this to? Oh my God, how many people have people said what about me? And then have all this time when you're going into what they said, whatever. No, a lot of times, what I do personally, I just smile at you. and greet you with a smile. I treat you no differently. Because, things like that, I let God take care of that. God reveals everything in time. And, one thing is for certain. No matter how crafty that person is, no matter how smart and wise and cunning they might be, you are never smarter than God. The devil has a way when people work with him and they allow him to work through them. The devil has a way of making you think you are oh so wise. And in your eyes, you are. In your eyes, you are deceiving people. In your eyes, your plan of deception is working. But the truth is, you're really dumb. The things you're doing are stupid. The things you do don't add up or line up. So for someone that doesn't know the person you're talking about, or for someone that may have a heart to believe evil or an ear to listen to evil, they'll believe you. But with time, what does the cliche say? With time, everything come out in the wash. So I'm encouraging on today, don't let evildoers distract you, disrupt the plans of God for your life. Continue to do good work. And when God identifies people that are doing things that are not correct, because I can tell you, my experience has always been in this situation, there's something in my spirit that says it's time to shift. It's time to move from that person. And I don't understand why, but what I do understand is the voice of God. So when I see that, I'm on alert. When I see that, I make shifts. When I see that, I autocorrect. And if there's other people involved, I never try to besmirch anyone's name, but I am protective. I try to tell them to be on alert. I may not say the reasons why. But first, I start with myself. And I know how to move back. I know how to move away. And you know what? When I see certain things that don't add up, puts my radar on. But one of the things I preach in this season is learn how to bless and release. Because the problem is sometimes we're on alert, and then we have things that come to our awareness. God pulls those blinders off where we really see the devil we're working with. And this is where we make a fatal error. We start making it personal. We start making digs against the person. We start getting upset. It's not personal. You can't treat it like it's personal. You need to autocorrect and move. And one of the things I tell people when they come and they're hurt and they're upset, I say, you know what? Thank God you learned it now. If you learned it 6 months into meeting and dealing with that person, well, praise God, it ain't 6 years. If you learned it year 2, well, thank God it ain't year 20. Whatever you learn, you still have time to salvage it and move on. So learn how to bless and release. Genuinely bless them. Because whatever their motive is, whatever their reason is for doing things that they know they're lying, they know they're manipulating, they know they're deceiving people, and they're playing the strings. They're smiling in your face saying one thing, trying to use you for this, but then they're over here with this one, and they're working against you, and they're working against you. You know what? They're working against themselves. They need your prayer of blessing. Because they don't know who they're coming up against. And it doesn't matter who you deceive here or who you deceive here for your advantage and your favor. You can't deceive God. And God is the final judge and jury. That's who you have to answer to. And one of the things I always say about those type people that is so tragic, which is why I say you've got to learn to honestly bless people and pray for your enemies as well as for anyone else, is that they don't realize the very people they're supposed to protect, whether it's their family, whether it's their children, whether it's their loved ones, the very people they're supposed to protect is the very people they put in harm's way because of their actions. There are consequences for all of our actions. So people that play as puppeteers, people that are deceptive, people that are cunning and evil do not realize that you put your family, you put people at risk. When you play these games, when you lie, when you deceive, when you contrive, when you do these things, you may think you win with this one or you win with this group, but you don't win. Because you don't win with God. And sooner or later, you're going to have to pay for your actions and the things you've done. And you can have people approval. You can have the whole world deceived and get over and get what you want and take great reverence in that. But you can't deceive God. You can't erase the consequences. And the truth is, there's a lot of people to this day who are paying for things that have nothing to do with them, but what family members have done or what mommy and daddy did, and now you're paying for it. Because the very people that were supposed to bless and protect you are the very people that brought curses on you. And until you're able to realize and know how to go to God for yourself and ask for that prayer of protection and erase those things, you're screwed. Okay? So that's why it's so important for us as believers to pray. That's why it's so important not to take it personal. And that's why it's so important to not only pray for them, but pray for those families that they're not covering in the evil that they do. That's important. So I want you to know that on today. Don't stop doing the good work. Don't stop doing things that you're meant to do. And by all means, please learn to bless and release people. Please learn to bless and release people. Do not be easily distracted. Don't be disturbed when you find out things about how this one's doing this or they're speaking bad about your name. Because you know what? If people really know you, they'll know that's garbage from the beginning. Or if they don't really know you soon, God will reveal things to them. And where it was easy to listen to this one and believe this and they were painting the picture looked right, what time, it's like, wait a minute, something ain't adding up here. I know what they told me. I know they said this, but then they start looking at the person saying it and going, you know what, they a little messy. You know what, they promised me this and they blamed the other person, but now I'm seeing on the very thing they promised me, they ain't even connected to that person. It's not happening. So something ain't right here. What time? Everything comes out in the wash. So they can't deceive that long. And you know what? If you got a person that's everybody has an audience. So they got somebody listening to them because they got conspiracy theory and they wanted something against you anyway, let them do that. You can't argue with a fool. Let a fool be a fool. But don't let that distract you and deter you from doing good work. Keep doing good work. And do not let these people distract and disrupt you. Pray for them. Bless and release. Sometimes in life, we got to do a little damage control. And you don't have to be ugly. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to curse people out. That's not necessary. Learn how to disconnect. Learn how to serve if you have to serve. But learn how to protect yourself, protect your brand, protect your business. More importantly, protect your mission and your purpose. That's just a little wisdom on this bright, sunny, beautiful day from Alesha Brown, the Joy Guru. Go encourage, guys. And as always, you can visit me here or at thejoyguru.net. Be blessed.